Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Give it a stretch. Okay. So solar power check. I'm getting like 171 on a single input. It's like a 220 watts. So I'm getting 171, which is not bad. And it's charging up like an extra battery. So that's cool. It's at like 47%. 47%. And then I have one that has two solar panels, and that one's doing like 339, 340 watts right now. So not bad. But the output is 450, because it's running 4 machines right now. 454. And so it's at like 44%. But it drops a lot. Normally, I'm not sure where, it's probably like heat. I think it's switching filaments, like heating up or something. And so sometimes you'll get that. But not too bad. So real quick, untilit.works, welcome. Is a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on things that I've been meaning to work on, such as setting up like my solar panel array of stuff so I can run these machines over here. And so during the break before starting this, I was doing a bunch of research on like different solar panels. I think I found one. It's actually like on a limited time deal as well. So I was able to purchase that. And it's like supposed to be like 450 watts. So if I can combine these, I'll have more than enough. Because right now, like I said, it's like 466 watts. And if I had both those sets of panels together, oh yeah, it'd be no problem. You'd be able to run that and charge the batteries up. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And then, and even the other one. So I ordered 2. I have a business account, and I have a personal account. So I ordered one off each one because I could only purchase like one at a time. And so, yeah, that's coming together. So yeah, so I should be able to run a bunch of these. I'm thinking I'll be able to run this bigger printer off of like just the one if I have it by itself. So the 4 on one, this printer on another one, and maybe have another machine, because I don't think I'm gonna run this a lot. The bigger one a lot. It depends. I'll probably mostly be running the smaller ones. So neither here and there. That's not what you're here for. Untilit.works is a thing I made, like I said, to help me work on things I've been meaning to work on, because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And if I didn't have untilit.works, I never would have put into like having all this in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably sitting hanging out watching anime or something and just not doing much. You know what I mean? And so, but I'm pumping out some orders. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting, feels good. I'm getting stuff out there. People are enjoying the stuff I'm making, and it's cool. It's kind of cool. All right. So untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions like 45 minutes heads down focus work, where you're just, for example, researching solar panels for whatever reason, and or maybe you're working on, cleaning up around the house or doing a project or something. Just 45 minutes focused. And then I'll pop up around 15 minutes after the hour, depending on how in-depth I'm in something, to remind you to take a break. Get up, walk around, drink some water, and or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet, which, again, untilit.works gives me the ability to be able to research stuff that I'm kind of into as well, because the week gets packed. So with that being said, I need to check when this thing is coming in also. Either here. Yeah. Like I mentioned, I'll pop up here to take over the screen to remind you to take a break. Below there, if you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, I have a notice there that says you may need to click play to start the stream, because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. That's how that little notice there. Next to that is the open close caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And so if you click that button, a space will open up, and inside of it, hopefully the words I'm saying will be transcribed accurately in that space. Then there's 2 buttons. Don't worry about them. They're broken. I'll get to it at some point. There's a countdown timer, calendar when the next work session will start. And then if you'd like to join the room to chat or ask questions, you can do that with the join the room link. All right, now let me show you what the work session will look like. Again, this is where you get your stuff done. This is where the magic happens. You know what I'm saying? Focus work. Now, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. On the left, there's an audio player. So if you want to listen to some music while you're working on what you're working on, you can do that there. I have a to-do section here towards the center where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button, and it'll add it to the list of tasks. You can click the text to edit the task. You can click X button to delete it, or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. If you click the word done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. And if you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter and it'll pre-populate a tweet listing all the things you got done with like little check marks next to them. So for me, it's like a nice visual way. I'm like, oh, got some stuff done, feeling good going into the week. Or in the right-hand column, we have a countdown timer. View tutorials. Oh, yeah, so the countdown timer is counting when the next break session happens, again, like 15 minutes after the hour. Now, view tutorials. If you don't have a thing that you want to work on, but you still kind of want to feel productive, right? And you heard web development sounds pretty cool, but you don't know where to start. I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum, what people have told me that have gone through them, I think if you complete those programs, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. I also have, now if you're already into web development and you're looking for like a quick project, like a tutorial you can just follow and maybe get the creative juices going where you can extend that tutorial or create something brand new, I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibility is to look over tutorials. So, for example, one of them is you follow that tutorial, you create this application that has an input box and a call button. You put your real-world phone number in that input box, you hit call, and your real-world phone will ring, and you have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where 2 users like log in to an application, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation. Then there's one where you follow the tutorial, you end up with this application, and you link a virtual number you get from Vonage to that application. And from your real-world phone, you can call that virtual number and answer it in that application that you create. So those are there. I think that's pretty dope. Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up. We'll walk you through that process. All right. Let me check on this other battery. How that one's doing. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. It's charging up the other one. That's at like 40. Okay. All right. It's getting there. Getting there slowly but surely. So now, Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder / Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on what you're working on, you can create a Hako, which is like a room. Then you can then invite people to join that room. And the hope is that together as a collective, you'll be able to come up with that help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. So if you click View Hako, it shows you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, again, depending on where they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you like to request to join the room. Now, if you're looking for something specific, I have this filter by keyword list here. So you can check that out. Maybe there's something there and you'll be able to filter it by that. When you click Create a Hako, you present it with this form. You put in a title and 3 keywords. When you click Create, it'll generate a unique URL that you can then copy and click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. You got the title here at the top. On the left, you can leave the room. If you want to open the menu for some more options, you can do that there. We have a text chat on the right. On the left, we have a countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. You'll be able to copy the URL again. You'll be able to click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks to your link, they just don't automatically join your room. They're requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out their profile to see whether or not you like to let them into the room. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because, again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. And I think by being able to share your screen and show others what you're seeing, you'll be able to provide the context for them to get you that help or feedback on the thing that you're working on. Now, the way you communicate with Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat. You put your message here toward the bottom, hit send, it'll add to the list of messages. Now, I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled. They'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying, we turn into text and put into the text chat. Now, I have the opposite available where we enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat and you still kind of want to follow along, you'll still be able to because any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. And yeah, that is everything. Again, you can check out different Hakos that have been created. And now let me get y'all back to work because I want to get back to work because I'm finishing up doing some post-radio show promo stuff. I'm going to send out some emails, some tracking orders to some people who I just shipped their orders so they'll be able to track it that way. I need to order some batteries to some people since I wasn't able to put it with the packages, so I got to set that up. And yeah, a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to try and get all of that done in this upcoming work session while these things are printing and I can start putting stuff together. So with that being said, I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. This right here is an artist that goes by the name of Anthony Cruz, a.k.a. A Butter. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread a love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread a love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on